Listen to that still small voice within you. Don't try and make everything logical. There's some things about life that defies logic. See, there's some good out there for you in the universe that has your name on it, and nobody can get your good. It has your name on it. They can't take your stuff. It's your stuff. So when you know that whatever you're seeking, it's also seeking you, you don't worry. You don't run scared. You don't think somebody's going to take it from you. You've got to say yes. Yes to my dreams. Yes to me. Yes, I can make it. Yes, I can. You don't need anybody to approve your dream. It was given to you. If they can't see it, it's because it wasn't given to them. It was given to you. You're going to get thrown to the ground again and again and again. But when you have determination, and you know that what you're doing is right, it gives you your life, it gives a special meaning and power to you. I refuse to be denied. And I'm going to go all out. I'm going to be relentless. I don't care how many no's I encounter. Doesn't matter how many failures I've made. Doesn't matter how many mistakes I've endured. Doesn't matter about my defeats. Doesn't matter about what I've done. Yes, 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 I can.
I'd like to say shalom, giving all praises to Yahawah. Also give a double honor to the elders of GMS, honors to the Akim. Peace and blessings to the brothers and sisters that listen to Hopeful Elect. And I'd like to come with a quick lesson today through the Spirit of Yahawah. And we have to keep pressing towards the mark. Because, we see Esau's making his move, trying to come with his New World Order, with his false flag attacks and his hoax, his hoax shooting. But we all know there's an agenda behind it. So he's pressing towards his mark, and his mark is a New World Order. Our mark is salvation, reigning with Yahawashi forever, And like the elders said, brothers got to push more videos and more shows, Every man has to do according to his talent or ability that Yahawah has given him. You have to maximize your potential, man. That because that period of grace is about to come to an end. So we got to do as much as we can, man, in the very little time that's left. Even including myself, man, all of us. Even though I got tied up at work, still got to push this word, man. And that's just Satan anyway, man. Anything to get in your way of maximizing your potential in this truth. Let me get the first scripture, though, without further ado. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. Let's see. Hebrews 12. This one, it says, wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so a great cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth easily beset us. You see? So we got to lay aside, man. Okay, like the scripture says, let go of the mortal thoughts, or thoughts pertaining to the flesh. Because we all have our struggles that we go through daily, our problems. But the Most High said, man, listen, Yahawashi said, put your burdens upon me, and I will give you rest, man. So the scripture said we got to lay aside every weight, everything that's in your way, man, of pushing this truth. And the sin which doth easily beset us, because like we read in Galatians chapter 5, verse 17, the videos in that before, like Paul said, the spirit and the flesh is contrary to each other. So that's a constant fight. That's a constant battle. All right. Your spirit wants to go 100%, but your flesh is set up as an adversary to pull you the opposite way. All right. And it says, let us run with patience that the race that is set before us. So we have to run with patience, man. The word patient means what? To suffer, man. You know. And there was a point. You know, we gotta run this race with patience, man. And above all, you gotta remain steadfast. You have to remain dedicated and devoted in this race, man. No time to slouch, get tired, or catch any cramps. Scripture says, put aside every weight and the sin that is what sets up beset us or slow us down. All right, and that's why Paul gave a beautiful analogy. I'm gonna get that precept right now. 1 Corinthians chapter 9. Let me see if I find 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 25. This is what Paul said. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. So you striving for the mastery, you're fighting for the mastery. Scripture says you're temperate in all things, man. So we're trying our hardest to what? To receive salvation. And it says that we're temperate in all things, man. Like we're controlled. You know, you avoid certain things, man. Like we're moderate or balanced. It's just like certain athletes, when they have a competition coming up, they avoid alcohol, they avoid certain foods, they avoid what? Sexual indulgence. Especially a lot of fighters, a lot of boxers. Okay, they refrain from all those things, man. All right, so whatever gets in your way of fulfilling your will of Yahawah, you have to cut it off. Especially now, 2018 coming up, Lord will, you got to cut it off, man. Certain things, man. You know, certain things, it might not even be a sin, but if you do too much of it, you indulge too much of it, it can become a sin. All right. That's why the scripture says, man, if your right eye offends you, you got to pluck it off, man. Your right hand offends you, you got to cut it off. That goes into people, man. Okay, and or that could go into certain habits. All right. So let me read that again. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery. So we're striving for the mastery. Okay, complete understanding of the book, which is going to lead to salvation, and applying the things that we learn. It's temperate in all things. So you have to be controlled. Okay, examining yourself, having control over your flesh. Now do it to obtain a corruptible crown. So these athletes, you know, that they get accolades in this world, that's a corruptible crown, man. You know, the LeBron James and the you just had Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Our people that make it in the sports world, that's a corruptible crown, because that glory is gonna pass away. It's gonna go down with America, man. And one minute you have that fame and the next minute you don't. So that's all what? Vanity. But we an incorruptible crown. What we're doing, we gonna get that incorruptible crown, Lord willing. With Yahawashi and 144,000, which Lord willing, I'm a part of that lot, man. The top teachers and leaders. The incorruptible crown, a crown that's not going to fade away ever. So we gotta what? Strive for the mastery and be temperate. All right. It says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible crown. So that's what we want, that incorruptible crown. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight, not as one that beateth the air. So we're not fighting, you know, just beating the air, man. You know, like you're doing shadow boxing. Nah. You know what I mean? We trying to hit our target, which, like we said, is that salvation. That's the prize, that incorruptible crown. That's why Paul said that he kept under his body. He said, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest by any means when I preach to others, I myself shall be a castaway. So we have to keep what? Our body under subjection. Like he said, remain temperate. Okay? Control over your flesh, man. And cut off certain things that's not right. Let me pull the next precept. Romans chapter 12, verse 10. It says, be kindly, affectionate one toward with brotherly love. And us doing these shows and edifying the elect, that's also brotherly love. Like Paul said, charity edifies, man. That's 1 Corinthians, the 13th chapter. Okay, which is what? Brotherly love. Okay, building your brothers up, man. Like the Lord told Peter, he said, Satan desires to sift thee, but I pray for you. And when you overcome, strengthen your brethren. And how you strengthen your brethren? By these shows. It could be in person or put this word out. Because I get built up by looking at other brothers, man. You get ideas by looking at other brothers, man. Okay? Like the scripture said, you provoke other brothers to jealousy by putting out more work. That means you got to step your game up. You see? So we feed off each other. Okay? It says, in honor preferring one another, not slothful in business. This work is business. This is the spiritual stock exchange. Okay, we doing this work now and we're going to gain the reward in the kingdom. Yahawashi gave you a talent and you use that talent to gain more talents. All right, which is what? Edifying his elect, edifying the sheep. Putting this word out, man, edifying brothers across the globe. Okay, and by you pushing more and more this word, the elect is getting sealed. Okay, that's the investment, man. And we gonna gain the benefits of that in the kingdom with him. Joint heirs, man. Rulers. Okay, but it says what? Not slothful in business. So a man that's slothful is lazy. He's unproductive. He is idle. He's caught up in the ways of this world. All right. So not slothful in business, fervent in spirit. So you got to remain what? Hot, fervent, serving the Lord. So you got to remain fervent. You have to remain on fire constantly, man. Most High don't deal with men that's what? Lukewarm. So we got to keep running so we can receive that prize, that incorruptible crown. Okay, keep fighting, man. We get the next precept, Colossians chapter 3, verse 24. So, you know, this is a quick Israelite motivator for all of us, man. Keep pushing as hard as we can, all right? And if you fall, obviously, you got to get back up and keep praying and remain humble, okay? And fulfill your lots, okay? Every man has a different lot or different portion of the Spirit. You have to do the best you can, man. But like the scripture says, you can never go far enough in serving Yahawah. Okay, so keep pushing these sit downs, man. Keep doing this work. It says Colossians 3:23. And that's what the scripture says. Whatsoever he do it heartily, as to the Lord and not unto men. So whatever you do, you're doing it for Yahawah. You're not doing it to please men. Like Paul said, do I seek to please men? If I seek to please men, then I won't be a servant of Yahawah. That's what these pastors do. They're seeking to please men. That's why they teach smooth things, lies, deceit, hypocrisies, okay, false doctrine, doctrines of devils, because it's the what? They're trying to appease men, gain money, filthy lucre. They have what? Ulterior motives. Okay, and that's not of Yahawah. We're not seeking to please men, man. We're pleasing Yahawah and also the elect, which is of Yahawah. Whereas the spirit of Yahawah, that's it. Okay, so let me read this again. Colossians 3:23. And whatsoever ye do it heartily. So we have to do it all, y'all. That's what the scripture says. The first commandment is love the Most High with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy strength. Okay, you have to serve the Most High with all your heart and soul, man. All of us, man. All right. As to the Lord and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord he shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for you serve the Lord Yahawah. So we serve the Mashiach, the Messiah. Okay, we're not pleasing men because men can't save us. We're pleasing Yahawah because he's the only one that can deliver us. Our salvation being saved and redeemed is at stake. Okay? Every man has to walk his own path in his truth. Yeah, you have brothers, but your salvation is what? It's personal. And I'm going to do the video on that sometime in the future, man. Okay? Let me read this last precept. Revelations chapter 3, verse 11. Let's see. It says, behold, I come quickly. And this is Yahawashi. And Yahawashi is right around the corner. Close, man. The kingdom of heaven is close, man. I already see some Pause Fest coming out in Australia. That microchip, man. That microchip, that's it. When that microchip becomes mandatory, that's it. The kingdom of heaven is right there. Because at that time, you're going to have Jacob's trouble. Martial law, the chip, race riots, disease, warfare, World War III going to be brewing. Everything happened all at once. All right? It's going to seem surreal, like it's a dream or it's a movie. How things are going to be happening out here. And it's going to shake everybody's faith. But if we did the work and we kept the commandments to the best of our ability, we have nothing to fear. Like Yahawashi said, look up in heaven and know that your redemption is nigh. And our redemption is close, very close. It says Revelation 3 and 11, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast had. So whatever I give you, hold on to it. That's what the scripture says, buy the truth and sell it not. Don't give it away. That no man take thy crown. So you ain't supposed to allow anybody to take your crown, man. No one, man. No one's supposed to discard you or get in your way or obstacle. Okay? If anything is getting in your way, you got to cut it off. Any habits you have that's not right, getting in the way, you serving Yahawah fully, you got to cut it. Okay, these are the championship rounds, man. All right? Verse 21. And this is what Yahawashi said. To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame, and I am set down with my Father in his throne. So if we overcome, we are going to sit down with Yahawashi, man. We're going to be crowned, man. Receive that everlasting glory. And oh boy, I can't wait, man. So with that, I'm going to close it out. So giving all praise, Yahawah Shem Yahushua. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. With that, I'm going to say Shalom.